Hey guys, I'm putting my guitar down so Chimble thinks it's party time. You jump up? Come on, Chim Chim. Come on, Bingus. We do some strange dances together. Anyway, so this is about. I think I've demonstrated with the guitar. Honestly, I probably didn't have to say anything. But I'm gonna say something anyway because I'm that kind of guy. This video is all about reusing your best ideas. We're living in an age now where doing a magnum opus, doing some great thing, if you're making art on the internet, kind of doesn't mean shit. I know that sounds harsh, but when I think of Wittgenstein's Tractatus or Da Vinci, that time he spent 20 years trying to make a horse statue or something. I think it fell through. Nowadays, if you're trying to make stuff on the internet, it's all well and good to try to make something that's really, really good. I think that's a fantastic ambition to have as an artist, no matter what your situation is. But it stays relevant for, what, a week? So people then might say, well, let's have quantity over quality then. And there is an ethos among artists that perhaps that is the way to go anyway, because if you make lots and lots of art, you're going to end up making better quality anyway. And there's certainly a grain of truth to that. But I think why not have both? We have the potential to have quality and quantity if you just reuse your best ideas. And this is actually something that everybody at the highest level of every profession does. They basically just get really good at some stuff and then they just do it mostly and then throw some other things in for flavor, for seasoning. And it's actually just a prerequisite for having like a brand as a person and as an artist. It's sort of an integrity move, right? If you have a good idea, the problem that you can fall into is to think, oh, I've had this good idea, I've done it, now what am I going to do next? And a little bit of that is healthy, but why don't you just do the same thing again? I think it takes a little bit of the edge off too, because for me personally, my sense when I'm making these videos is naturally, I'm sitting here in a room with a webcam talking shit. Like, this is not the best possible vehicle for an idea. So if I think an idea that I have is exceptionally good, on one level it's tempting for me to perfectionize and kind of say, well, I'm going to make it a whole thing and not do it the way I'm doing it now. But another approach is, well, I'm making these videos, no one's watching them, but actually people are watching them. So I do appreciate it if you are watching it, but very few people are watching it. So why not just take these ideas that wouldn't be getting projected if I was being perfectionistic and just make a video about whatever I'm thinking about, even if it's not mega quality. Because if I do it now and I think about it and I'm like, this idea is still good a year or 2 years later when my skills have improved, I can just reuse it. So that's what I'm just putting that out there, I guess. I would encourage you to do that. If you're feeling lost in your art, try to rediscover what works. And if you've played a good riff, if you've played like a good lick or something, just play it again, and see what happens, because people usually like that. And it took me a long time to understand that improvisational musicians, they tend to do that. They are almost always putting together on the fly a mishmash of good ideas that they've either had or that they've run into somewhere along the lines. And the sensation, the impression that the audience gets that they're just making everything up is just really an illusion. They are making up the sequence, like they're kind of putting their own spin on it. That is definitely a one time only thing. But it's all just stuff that's come before. And yeah, I've already kind of pointed this out, but if you're a master craftsman, it's the same thing. You build an incredible, fucking amazing chair. It's not a one-off. It's not like you just dreamed up the whole concept. It's that old expression, don't reinvent the wheel, right? So I hope the guitar playing and talking of shite has hammered that point home. I don't know how Jude got up. I can't remember. I feel like at the start of this video he was down on the ground. I must have picked him up. He may be a demon. I'm not entirely sure. I suspect not, though. I think he's just my beloved dog. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys next time. Lots of love until then.